is not based in the worship of the one true living God, it does not change people. And because it doesn't change people, I have license to come in here every week and talk about how evil Islam is, because it doesn't stop you from selling drugs. It doesn't stop you from having sex with whores. It doesn't stop you from being homosexual. I can always have the right to speak about Christianity, because being a Christian does not stop you from being a sexual deviant. It does not stop you from stealing and lying and murder. So I can always shame and embarrass a Christian. This coming up a few weeks is the Passover. You better never do anything in that Passover to embarrass or shame this school. I'm giving you a warning right now. You're going to come down to Atlanta for the Passover. And let me speak very frankly to you right now, like no one ever has in your life. You don't know how to act outside. You don't know what to do. Look at who raised you. Animals raised you. You can't go to school, let alone go to Atlanta. You're an alcoholic. You're filthy and disgusting. And now you are being charged with representing the Israelite school of UPK. But you are not allowed to embarrass us the way that these Muslim women embarrass Islam. You're not allowed to embarrass us the way preachers and Eddie Long embarrasses the Christian church. Anyone who comes to that Passover, and if you do anything that reminds me of your mother, your father, your neighborhood, I am going to kick you out of this school if I have to cry tears in front of Commanding General Yohana to do it. I'm going to do it, because you will never be able to embarrass us the way Muslims embarrass Islam. We're not doing that in here. The Passover is in 2 weeks. You know how many times a day my phone rings with some stupid bitch who can't control her emotions, who has some husband. She claims she's in the truth. She has her head covered the way Muslim women have their head covered. But yet her husband has another woman. So she's fighting him. She's pulling a knife on him. She's driving down the street 80 miles per hour, chasing her husband, who won't talk to her because he won't talk to her. Bitch, do you think I give a fuck? I don't. I will kick you out of the school and your husband. You think I care about you or your husband? I care about One West. You think I'll let a Christian say they went to Atlanta and they got drunk, they fought in the lobby, they shot each other, they smoked weed? No one will ever embarrass me the way I embarrass other people. That's not going to happen in here. I'm going to have you kicked out of the school if I have to cry to Commanding General Yohana. If I have to lay down on the floor and hold my breath, I'm getting rid of you. Camp leaders, do not bring someone to the Passover who you believe will embarrass you. Because if you're a camp leader, and if I walk into the fucking lobby and I see one bitch crying, I'm going to ask her, who is your camp leader? Why are you crying in the lobby of this hotel? Do you know every year I have to go into the lobby? I'm tired already. I'm tired, and I want to come back from the Passover right now. As we sitting here, Yediah, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to leave Atlanta and come home right now. I still haven't cut my fringes. My fringes are uncut, Yediah. How about yours? Yours cut? Jesus Christ. I got to cut fringes. I don't know if I'm going to get to it. You understand? Why? Because I'm answering the phone all day with you and this alley cat you had to fuck because you can't control your penis, and you had to have sex with this woman. And now, of course, she wants to change. She wants to be in the truth. She don't want to be fucked and left. She wants to come to the Passover. Here's the problem. She can't handle stress. Do you know how much stress it is to go to an airport? That's stressful. You marry women and you marry men who can't handle the stress of travel. The airport is a stressful place. There are long lines there. You have to wait. It's crowded. When will my phone start to ring the day that people are in the airport? It's going to happen. I'm going to write down every name. Every name. Whoever needs my help during the Passover week, I'm going to hurt you for it. It's going to happen because the Passover, unlike every other day in your life, is not about you. You see, you're selfish. You die right selfish up on this board right here. That's your fucking problem. You're selfish. Everything in life is about you. I got a marriage problem. I don't get enough attention. My wife getting on my nerves. I love to drink. You brothers out there, you think you can join the UPK and be an alcoholic. We drink because we're not alcoholics. You are an alcoholic. You can't drink. If you drink, you're going to get into a fight. You're going to get evicted from your home. You're going to get arrested. You don't know when to stop because your father was a stinking drunk. Your mother was a drunk. Now you're being charged with coming to Atlanta, Georgia. You can't. You don't know how to act in public. Nigga, if you embarrass me, I am fucking you up if it costs me my rank. Who thinks I am playing? Have you heard about me? I am not joking. I mean this. You are not important to me. I was in the truth and you weren't even here. I don't even know most of your names. You know that, right? I don't know who you are. I'll give someone else your name. Before you die, it was sitting here, someone else was there. And then someone else was there. And then someone else was there. All I care about is the school. That's it. You cannot embarrass us. You're going to go to Atlanta, and the Passover is not about you. It's not about your marriage problem. It's not about your alcoholism. It's not about your anger at this thing or another. The Passover is about Jesus Christ. It is about him. It is not about you. If you are schizophrenic, you are not allowed to have schizophrenia at the Passover. Are you out of your fucking mind? You can't have schizophrenia here. Or you're an alcoholic. Not this week, you're not. Your problems are irrelevant. We have all year to deal with your many and varied issues that your family caused, but I have to fix. We have all year for that. The Passover is not about you. People make great sacrifices to come to the Passover. How much money does it cost to come to the Passover? You're going to recover from the cost of the Passover by next Passover. That's what's going to happen. By next Passover, you'll finally get back on your feet from the money that you spend to go to the Passover. We're talking about your Passover fee, which you better pay. We're talking about the travel, thousands of dollars. The kids have to take off from school. Everything that you have to do to make it here, it is a pilgrimage. It is an act of faith to make it to the Passover every year. Imagine getting there, and the whole week is about your bitch and all of her tears and how angry she is at another woman in the school because she thinks that she might want to marry her husband. If the Passover becomes about you, sweetie, I'm going to make the Passover about you. It's going to be about you. You're drunk. People spend $3,000 to make it here that they don't have. That is an act of faith for them to make it there. If the Passover is about you being drunk, then my Passover is going to be about how drunk you are. Do you understand? That's all. Everyone comes to the Passover to have a good time, man. We live a stressful life. Our life is full of stress and oppression. We have one time of the year that we look forward to see people who we only know as faces on Facebook, faces on Instagram. You're going to see people at the Passover. You're going to go, oh, damn, that's the brother from Facebook. That's the brother from Instagram. Who is the brother in D.C. I met in D.C.? I was so happy to meet him. I forget his name now because I don't remember his name. But he was a good brother to see because I only know his name from the post he makes on Command and General Yohana's show. I saw him in D.C. You're going to see people at the Passover that you never see. You only see their name. And you're going to see them and you're going to hug them. And you're going to go, damn, that's the brother, man, that makes those comments. That's the brother whose Facebook post I watch. The brothers from California that make excellent videos out there in California. Give them a hand. Out there in California, man, they make hilarious skits and comedy skits. They're hilarious. They're all superstars. You're going to see them. You're going to see Captain Tazaria. You don't get to see Captain Tazaria. He'll be at the Passover. Give him a hand. You want to look at him, talk to him, come purchase some of his wonderful oils. You're going to see him. You're going to see people you never see. You know them as Facebook names. You're there to enjoy their company, to relish in their friendship and their kindness and their hospitality. You are not there to be troubled, to be angered, to be bothered because someone had to bring their personal issues to an event for God. Don't do it. Camp leaders, I'm going to blame you. Me, myself, this is not the will of Commanding General Yohana. This is my personal will, which means nothing because I'm not in charge. I would probably like to get rid of 15% of the captains in this school. I'd like to take your rank from you and make you officer of 5,000. The officers of 5,000, you're pretty strong. I'd probably leave you alone. Officers of 50, I'd probably make 20% of you troopers if I had the authority. I'd like to get rid of at least 15% of the 10,000s in this school. I think I could do better. I think I could get rid of you and find somebody better to do your job. Remember that when you come to the Passover this year. If you bring some drunk with you, some woman who's going to be sitting in public crying, then I'm going to blame your camp leader for that. I'm going to blame you for what your people do at the Passover because it infringes on the fun, the good time, the camaraderie that we're there for. We're not there because of your personal issues. Don't test me on this. Don't test me on this because everyone in the Passover comes there for fun. I am there to work. I'm not there for fun. I don't have fun with you. And whoever comes to the Passover that requires my work, you're going to get it. I pray you understand. With that, pass the class over to Priest Officer McDumbia.